What is going on, everyone? It's Jay here. E3 is just right around the corner and I can't tell you how excited I am. Many games and game developers will be featured there, but of course my main focus is of what's to come for Kingdom Hearts. However, I do have some more news to bring to your attention if you're not already aware. It's more of just an update rather than news and honesty, and then afterwards there will be a small discussion, or rather a theory, on a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a while now. So for the E3 event update, the names of the developers who will have their own time on the stand or event of some sort has been released, and it's been found that Square Enix will not be holding their own press conference at E3 this year. What's still good news is Sony will be holding their own press conference a day before E3 actually starts. E3 takes place on the 14th through the 16th of June, and Sony will have their own event on the 13th. And the reason why this is good news is because in the past, Kingdom Hearts was shown at a Sony conference rather than a Square Enix dedicated conference. You'll have to forgive me though, I don't remember which one exactly where that happened, and I don't feel like there's a need to look it up for specifics. It's been expected that there will be a Kingdom Hearts showcase within the Sony press conference a day before E3. So expect that new trailer on the 14th or 13th depending on if they release it immediately or not. And just so you know, yes, I will put up another trailer reaction because as you guys know, I get very excited with Kingdom Hearts news and trailers. Other than that, that marks the end of the news or update segment of this video, and I want to continue by talking about a subject that has a good amount of controversy, but I'm just going to be giving my thoughts and of course just discuss the possibilities. And that's the possibility of Sora using darkness in Kingdom Hearts 3. Darkness is all around us. You can't have light without it casting a shadow of darkness behind it. And in most of the Kingdom Hearts games that feature Sora, he has powers of darkness. And even if he got pulled into the folds of darkness in the end of Dream Drop Distance and Riku got him out of that sleep, I still believe that he will use powers of darkness either in his control or not. And the part where I said or not in his control, I'll get back to that a little later. But I just wanted to first focus a little bit on the times Sora used darkness to his advantage or disadvantage in each game. First, of course, there's Anti-Form, which I have a strong feeling might be coming back in Kingdom Hearts 3 and will have a huge role. Anyways, this form was only ever activated by somewhat special conditions, but it was never random. It had this point system depending on what forms that you go into, and then it also depended on the battles that you face, more specifically the organization battles. And the more points that you gain up, the higher the chance that Anti-Form will be activated. And the reason why Sora was even able to go into Anti-Form was because he was turned into a Heartless in Kingdom Hearts 1, but due to his bond with Kairi, he was revived back to his human form, but that created this special capability to use the darkness of that Heartless form. Then there's also Riku and Sora's Limit command last session, where they combined their powers of the darkness and light from their Keyblade to do a series of attacks. But the one I'm more specifically talking about is Dark Cannon, where Riku and Sora use a volley of dark magic channeling from their palms. And of course it looks like they're using the same amount, but Sora specifically uses both hands to send a barrage of dark blasts. But also I'll shed light briefly on the series of attacks that they use after, which are 13 Blades and Master's Hearts, where in both of those attacks the blades look like they are made from both light and darkness. And lastly there's Shadow Breaker, a command attack in Dream Drop Distance where Sora spins his body around once with the Keyblade making a slash of light, but then he twists again creating a slash of dark energy. Unfortunately, I couldn't get footage of that, but just know that it's actually quite overpowered of a move. What I'm getting at is, what if Sora uses darkness to his advantage in Kingdom Hearts 3 throughout the game, or what if it taunts him, making him feel weak or scared that he might accidentally succumb to darkness again by accident? What's more is, what if something happens during the game, preferably near the end, where it is so tragic to Sora, Xehanort molds that event to happen, and he uses that to fuel Sora's anger, forcing him to use his darkness in order to maybe take over Sora's body, because we know Xehanort is revived in his old body again. And of course this is Kingdom Hearts 3, and this is the end game, but what if he tries to use that darkness of Sora's to try and take over his body like he did Terra's? But then it would be even better if Sora channels that darkness and uses the Keyblade's power of both light and darkness to vanquish the Xehanort. It doesn't really even stop there. Sora can easily have moves throughout the story that has him use the power of darkness for his aid in multiple circumstances. I just feel like now more than ever, Sora has the possibility of using darkness in Kingdom Hearts 3, and I think that would be a very, very interesting addition to that game, since this whole game is really about the balance of light and darkness. At least that's one of the pinpoint ideas of the game. But with that marks the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my idea of Sora using darkness in Kingdom Hearts 3. If you're not already, subscribe. I am going to be doing that trailer reaction as soon as it comes out. Like the video up, and I will see you guys in the next video.